Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today is Friday, so you know what that means. It is time for me to do my this Friday sews where I share my makes, my plans, and my life updates. So for my makes, I made ME2016 for the Black History Month Pattern Makers Challenge going on over on Instagram, hosted by Sonita. And I made this dress in this beautiful blue chalet fabric with these white painted on flowers. I don't know, can you see the flowers? They actually are painted on because when my needle was going over it, it was a little different, you can tell. And it almost feels just slightly raised, but definitely textured. I love it. I love this pattern. I love the fabric. The fabric was gifted to me by Miss Jean Metz at my church, a senior sewist that was downsizing, and she gave me that fabric. I did a fabric haul on that one, and as soon as I saw that fabric, I knew that is what I was going to make. That is actually the only thing that I made, and it's because of my life updates. But and so um, I'm just going to share with you that my life updates because it affected my sewing and probably, where I'm going to be going for the next couple of weeks. So I had a couple of family members that recently transitioned, and actually, when I was funeralizing my bonus dad, I found out that my another cousin had passed away, and um, so that's been just emotionally just a little bit just draining. Dealing with that, so being able to come into my happy place um, was a relief, but I did not get back here as I thought I would because I was just really, just a little bit drained. But I am working on getting my sojo back, and one of the ways that I am going to do that is the update that I have for my plans that I have for 2026. So I put out a video a week or so ago for my 2026 plans, and one of my plans was to do participate in the April Blouse 26 challenge that usually happens, yearly in April. And I had mentioned this wonderful fabric that I received from my BFF. She bought this fabric for me on her trip to Greece, and I have selected the pattern that I'm going to do for that. And it's going to be Simplicity 8131. This pattern right here. I I like the pattern. I've made it before. Um, and I like that it has that puss bow tie. I think I'm going to definitely do long sleeves because I want to get all the fabric in. And I may even widen the tie. We'll see how that goes. But I think I'm going to, because I want to use all of this, all of this goodness right here. So that is my plan. And since the challenge is in April, I can't even start it until April, but it is definitely on a list. So probably towards the last weeks in March, I will definitely be pulling this out, but it is definitely on the books for April. One of the other things that I may do as a plan is finally do this Vogue 2000. And this is a nice black floral uh, knit with these cream flowers on it. I think this would be nice. This may end up being my Easter dress. We'll see, because I do want to do the floor lanes. I want to do all of the goodness here. I'm excited about that. So I definitely will probably work on this in March. Now, something that I want to share with you guys is, um, before I started the channel, I was unemployed. I was laid off from my job, and so it was 2 years that I did not go fabric shopping, or except for maybe occasional notions that I needed for fabric that I have, but no intentional fabric shopping. And I had been blessed and gifted like over and over and over again with patterns and fabric, and I'm just working through all of those things, and oh gosh, I'm so thankful and so blessed, guys. I have just been blessed again with some fabric, and I'm going to do a fabric haul, but because we are tight, I'm just going to give you a little teaser into the fabric that was in this fabric haul, or that is in this fabric haul. And that is, now this is just a teaser, but these are three that I've showing you that I think are my absolute favorites. Look at this. I don't know if you would call them Ankara necessarily, but this one looks more boutique, but they are cotton. They are 6 yards each. So it falls in that. They're not wax print. So I'm just going to go with like maybe boutique. Definitely ethnic, definitely boho, completely me. I am so excited about this. And these are just three of the fabrics that I got. And I'm sharing it with you because I think I have some plans for these. And the plans I have is that this one right here, I think goes with my room color. So I may end up making this into curtains for the room. So keeping that in mind. And then for these two, because they do coordinate, they go together and they're about 6 yards each of 45 wide. I was thinking of doing this Simplicity 9949. Now, I know I mentioned this pattern before in my sewing plans for 2026, but I think I might do it in with these fabrics in this, because this dress, the version that I want to do, takes 7 yards of 45 wide fabric. I have 6 yards each, so more than enough to do this pattern. And I'm going to share with you, it has the princess seams, so I can panel it out so that I can have that nice, what do you call, pattern matching, pattern mixing thing going on. So I'm really excited about that. So but one of the things about getting fabric, and especially a cotton fabric, is you have to pre-wash the fabrics. So of course that's going to take some time between the washing, the ironing, and all of that. So with the pressing, to get those fabrics ready to even turn into a mate. But I'm very excited about it. And again, you guys, you got a first look into a few of the fabrics that I have in that fabric haul. And I just want to say a shout out to my friend and classmate Janice that I went to graduated high school with. She was going through, she's moving, downsizing, and she was like, saw a post that I did on Facebook and was like, you know what? She reached out to me and was like, hey, I have these patterns or this fabric. If you want them, you can have them. And so I'm just very, very thankful again to her for reaching out, and to the Lord for just blessing me just over and over and over and over again. I cannot say thank you enough. Um, those are my makes, my plans, and my life updates. Thank you for watching. I'll see you back here again for the fabric haul that I'm going to do for these fabrics that I have. So please stay tuned for that, and I'll see you then. Have a great day.